Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Major Minor. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, it's on Steam for free. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, it was the aftermath of us, waking up on Terra with no hole in our chest because, we were stabbed right through. Also, Ryo's here. And, well, we have a long list of people to bring back. Let's see. I think Rooks wants his master to come back. Keela wants to come back. No, actually, Eddie wants to come back, but preferably have Keela to be back too. Let's see. Other people would like to have Clace to come back. Not sure if what's his name, Buppy, wanted his parents back. You'd think so, wouldn't he? Rocker, I think, was another one. Case? Was it Case? Edmillion, I think he wanted back, too. So, right, I didn't think, what's his name, wanted, didn't say to bring back, but it would have to seem what's implied. The rabbit's mother. Oh, is there anybody else? Can't think of any at the moment, but there's probably a long list. Anyways, when I got outside, I immediately noticed the carriage. My mind snaps back to Tokyo when I first saw a limo. Seems that stylish travel looks different in Terra. I take a breath of fresh air and smile. I sure hope things end up the way Ryo predicted. And end to suffering, the resurrection of her friends. That would surely be a worthy end to my journey. I feel like it's been a lot longer than it really was. Like, a lot of these games do seem like they tend to... I mean, there's been 2 of them I saw. Seem to happen in the course of less than a week. Because the other game was... Wake up, go to a tavern, sleep. Wake up, go to HQ. I'm not sure if there was sleep there. Let's just say there was. Then travel across the sea, go to sleep. Get to the place of the other thing, go to sleep, get back on the ship back to the first place, or, Maseo. There might have been sleep. Go over to the bad guy's place, sleep once more, or attempt to, and then the finale. So less than a week, and this was what, 2-3 days here? Anyways, yeah, it feels longer than it really was. There was a part of me that was eager to see this to the end, but there's a part of me that didn't want to let go. I don't know which was winning in the fight in my mind. And yeah, I picked her for 2 reasons. 1, because I'm a horny bastard. And 2, because achievements. And I was like, well, I'm going to save the... I'm going to save Conrad for the true ending route. Hey love, sorry to keep you waiting. I had to get a few things in order first. As I said, this is a rare opportunity. She smiles at me, and she waves her hair back. So I did look, 7% of people picked her. So much so, or so little so that it was shiny. But people had got to this point, I was like, in the teens, percentage-wise. I guess she wanted to look her best for this ball. She does look quite, something. Well, I know you're good friends with Ryo, so I'll sit on top of the carriage. I'll give the driver some directions. I bet you two have lots to talk about, so you can sit inside with him. Don't worry, I won't listen in. She lets out a soft laugh and walks away. As she brushes a paw against my shoulder, as she does so. Before I know it, she's on top of the carriage, smiling. Moments later, Ryo exits the tavern doors. Wow, it's awfully bright out here. I don't think I've ever been under the sun. I'm not really sure how to describe it. But I know there's a lot I haven't done. So, like, he gave his eyesights to Acheron, which means he's having like regular eyesight now. I guess now that I'm free to try everything. And it's all thanks to you, Dark. He gives me a warm smile before walking to the carriage. I wonder how long it would take to get to the castle. Would you care to join me? I'm sure we can keep each other company. No shortage of things to talk about. After saying this, he enters the carriage. I follow behind him, climb into the back. This is a carriage? Looks like the inside of a ship. Like there's hammocks. The carriage is much bigger on the inside. Flashbacks to the limo play more in my head. Reiyo is sitting comfortably on one side in silence, on the chest. I'd take a seat if I were you. Shouldn't be standing when you start moving. I don't want to see you hurt yourself. Now, I don't want to be... okay, I'm being a little nitpicky. This does... You'd think there'd be, like, I don't know where all these pictures come from, like this, or more Nazi, or something like that, but you'd think there'd be a carriage for, like, one of these things, you know? I don't want you to hurt yourself. He gestures to an open seat in front of him. Without pause, I take a seat and look towards him. Not sure how long of a ride we have. Sorry. Oh, I did make coffee. I only visited the castle in suspension. I have never felt left Velasquez's throne room. He rests back in a seat, sighing heavily. I never thought I'd live to see this day. Like, live to see this day, or then this day would never come. You know, since I assume you're immortal, or you were at least. Watched over Terra for millions of years. To think that change will finally come. I couldn't possibly be more excited. Everything is about to come together. This day will be remembered for eternity. Check out putting the pressure on me, Reiyo. Velasquez will be quite happy to see you. He's been waiting for a very long time. I expect he has quite a feast ready. It's not too often that he opens the gates. Last time was the Exodus project. Of course, it didn't go as planned. The carriage shakes as it starts to move. I'm reminded of when the train started back up again. Ran across his arms, unaffected by this change. That's a depressing story anyway. What else is there to talk about? I'm open for anything really. I have a few ideas, now that it's being more open. But the number one thing in my mind is his past. How did he really come to rule over the Ark? Where was he from? What was his life like before? You want to know about my past, huh? You really are something else. Do you think you'd remember it? Like maybe being an immortal being gives you more hold on your faculties and stuff like that. But millions of years ago, you'd probably be like, nope, don't remember it. Kind of like thinking back to your babyhood. Always taking an interest in others. Your bond with Reiyo was strong enough. I suppose I could tell you a little bit. My memory is a little hazy though, so I'll just start with what I remember. I was created by Velasquez a long time ago. Interesting. Likely as a failsafe against Nami and Nagi. I'm positive that he thought this through. I mean, how could I harness the power? It's likely that I'm a living weapon, able to tap into it like their blades. They didn't know about me, or expect me, so they carelessly unleashed your power. They thought they had won so easily. Using your power, I sent you back. But this is where things get confusing. As you relived events, you got stronger. So I had to work with that in mind. Meaning, there's another truth to be told. I sent you back more times than I can count. So basically the spoiler alerts related to the end of Winds of Change. Every time I did, your power grew. Unfortunately, many suffered repeatedly. Your journey hasn't exactly been easy. But you've been through so many cycles, made so many choices, met so many people. It was nice to watch you change it up. Every cycle had potential to be different, but some aspects were set in stone, mainly the fact that people died. But those experiences made you stronger. Your power is far greater than it was, like a grain of sand becoming a desert. Unfortunately, it hurt me to watch this. I watched your friends die countless times. Sometimes it was Rook, and others Keela. Actually, no, it was always Keela, I'm sorry. But Clace and Rocker always perished, along with Edmillion and Kabu. You came close to dying several times too. I watched Nabby stab you over and over, but every time I sent you back. I grew your power for almost an eternity. It had to be certain you were strong enough. In the end, we'd only get one chance. If I broke the cycle, we couldn't go back. So, if you're hoping for another chance, you wouldn't be getting one in the end. It's over if your power isn't strong enough. He just keeps revealing more and more. So I've been stuck reliving the cycle as well? From what he explained, I was thousands of years old, stuck in an infinite loop to grow my power. So I made different choices in different cycles, other cycles. He must have witnessed almost every single possibility. But this raises a lot more questions than it answers. Sorry, I thought I'd turn that off. Velasquez will have to tell you more. Such as how you got the power to begin with. I'm only responsible for nurturing it. Do you like this music? Not compared to the Winds of Change music, though. Fuck. That messed me up. But enough about that. We're here now. We don't need to think about the past. The future is what is most important to us. I noticed that he dodged my question yet again. Is he lying, or does he truly not know his past? Well, I mean his past before this infinite cycle. Perhaps it's been so long he forgot about himself. Also, I guess it's kind of like Outer Wilds as well. Might be wondering about what I said. I told everyone you could revive the dead. Of course, that is just my theory. I've witnessed so much death and rebirth, and only received a portion of your power. I know that you can bring about change. I think we need to eliminate Nami and Nagi. Then maybe you could go back in time. We could change history without any worry. They've been a fixed point on this timeline. But if we can erase their existence, then we really could change things. But I'm getting ahead of myself. All I know is that your power is limitless. So am I gonna do a Hakai? I think that's the move. I told everyone what they wanted to hear. We're still mourning over loss. Well, maybe you shouldn't have given them promises that we're not 100% sure we're able to keep, you know? Cutie. Some longer than others. They need hope in this dark final hour. A great change is coming to Terra. It may even affect more worlds. Acheron has lots of work on his plate. Okay, so can we talk about the other worlds? What are those things? Because, like, Earth is Earth. Terra is where Earth people go to die. Also, where do Terra dead people go? Work on his plate. I trained him for what felt like years. It took him a long time to learn. To be honest, he had a lot on his mind. He kept asking him about Max, over and over. But it wasn't out of worry or care. I think he wants to kill her, Dark. But he can't do that, no matter what. He can only visit her in suspended space. You must never kill anybody in that place. When time stops, or what? If someone dies in suspended space, well, they're gone from history. They simply cease to exist. I hope Acheron takes his duties seriously. A grudge could cause extreme chaos. But this also supports my earlier theory. If someone can be erased from history, it just proves history can be changed. If we do that, we can prevent deaths. So are we going to suspend space and get rid of Nami and Nagi? Definitely had a point, as weird as it was. Also, how do you know this? He's so fixated on raising the dead. It made me wonder if he lost anybody himself, and his desire was being reflected in his speech. But I quickly realized this is a pointless speculation, especially since he can't seem to recall his past. The majority of his existence was spent helping me. In a way, he sacrificed himself for my cause. I'm sorry for my little rant, Dark. I usually come across like I know a lot, but honestly, we're on the same page. As he says these words, the carriage comes to a stop. I jerk back a little bit, caught off guard. Oh right, I guess there is one more thing. I told you about the true nature of Terra, how it houses the souls of the dead. I lied to Acheron about the Ark's skills. I told him he could bring back the dead, but let's not make a big deal out of this. I told Acheron the truth as well. The salvation of Terra rests with you. You may be you may be the one to bring back the dead. He was fine with this information, so there's no bad blood between anybody. Everything is finally out in the open. Without any explanation, he simply leaves the carriage. I jump out to follow, but I don't think I'm fast enough. Okay, that looks very castle-y. For a second there when I first started, I was like, that doesn't look like a castle, it looks like a cottage, but yeah, this looks castle-y. Maybe not the grandiose thing that's the Eternal King, who for some reason people can vote for him or something like that. I don't know, but like, you know, I think it would have been a bit bigger like that one castle from Winds of Change. You know, the bad guy's castle where it's just humongous. Or maybe like the one from... fuck, it starts with an A? Anyways, I look in every direction once I exit the carriage. But for the life of me, I can't see him anywhere. Perhaps he ran off to the castle on his own. He'd get to meet Velasquez for the first time, too. Hey there, Dark. Glad that the ride is finally over. I'm starting to get a bit uncomfortable. She jumps down off the carriage with a wide smile. It seems she's jubilant just to be in the vicinity. This place is usually crowded with guards. They never let anybody close to the castle. You have no idea how happy I am right now. I nod and look up towards the castle. I was stunned. It was definitely a sight to behold. Like something you'd see in the history books. But this time, I would be part of that history. I hope you like waiting in line, though. It seems there's quite a lot of people. I mean, I'm the savior. Can't I just be like, excuse me, over here, savior? Can I not do the whole Disneyland experience? Too bad you don't get your own VIP entrance. But we really need to hurry. Every moment is one lost opportunity. The gates won't open forever, you know? After saying this, she runs towards the gates. I have no choice but to follow, so I run after her. After everything that's happened, I was finally here. Would you like to save your game? Yes, please. Too bad we do not have... We have like we have less than half the true ending flags. Yeah, but that's why we're gonna redo this. But we wouldn't get in without a wait. We stood in line for almost hundreds of people. On a planet full of billions of people? Seemed like everyone on Terra was here. I mean, I guess, you know, they have medieval technology, but still. I mean, medieval, probably? There's way more people than I saw back in that town. With every moment, we get a little closer. I notice a couple of guards standing at the gates. They're guarding someone who greets guests. Greeting guests. Did it really have to be Laito? I hate that guy with a passion. Listen, give him the cold shoulder. She seems to have a genuine distaste for this guy. I question her about it with an effort to pass time. Well, information is my life. I do business with facts set in stone. You know, the past and current events. But Laito is the exact opposite. He does those readings of the future. People throw money at him to make stuff up. It's impossible to predict the future. He's a scammer of the highest order. Well, if there's anything like Winds of Change... Spoiler alert. She might be right. How far am I? I guess... It was like 40-something for Winds of Change. So this should be about maybe 2/3 of the way through. I guess not to the point where what's-his-name reveals a possible revelation. Sorry if you're interested in that too. I really shouldn't do spoilers for that game while it's being posted at the same time as this game, you know? I kind of forget that I'm posting this pretty much at the same time. Whatever you do, don't pay him. What money would I have to pay him with anyway? I don't even know what the currency is on Terra. After we pass some more time, we arrive at the gates. Sure enough, we're greeted by Laito. Sam, what a lovely little surprise. I didn't expect to see you here, especially not with company either. Yeah, this is my friend Dark. Boy, that guy is a colorful motherfucker. Might want to check with the king. I think it's safe to say we're expected. Yes. I'm gonna take a picture even though we're like, what, chapter 9? Velasquez told me about him personally. No specifics. Just that he's important. But that doesn't place you above the rest. I'm here to do my readings of the future. Everyone needs to know what awaits them. Velasquez has promised a brand new start. So today, the readings are for him. Everyone is sharing their stories inside. We're looking forward to a brighter future. Yeah, like I believe that. You're just making it up as you go. I don't believe a word you say. But you still have to hear it. It's the law. Nobody enters without a reading. That's an interesting thing. Hey, I'm gonna invite everybody here. But before you enter the castle, you have to have this fortune teller tell your fortune. This is by Velasquez's decree, not mine. So, who's going to be first? Or should I start choosing for you? Whatever, I'll go first. Make it quick, Laito. We're in a rush. She holds out her hand, and Laito reaches forward. He cups her hand with both of his and closes his eyes. It's almost like she knew how this was done. Any excuse to touch a pretty lady, right? He's deep in thought and doesn't give a response. What an interesting future you have, Sam. I didn't expect this from you, to be honest. Let's go of her hand. She pulls it back. She shrugs and rolls her eyes, glad that's over. Sam, your future is so full of knowledge, like you're some kind of informant, person. You don't have to hoard, but you don't hoard it. You share it. You'll teach others and help them learn. But that's not where it ends either. I sense something else, much farther off. A reunion with a lost family member. Nice try, but I don't do reunions. I'm different than most people, you know? Your generic terms won't work with me. Well, I could have been a little off. You were fidgeting and unwilling. Excuses, Laito. Just read Dark so you can get inside. Yes, of course. I'll get right on that. But I did forget to let you know. Velasquez requests an audience, Dark. He turns to me and gives me a wide smile. He'd like to see you before his speech, so please, go to the throne room once inside. That is, after I take your hand, of course. After my hand, just like Sam did earlier. He grips it lightly and closes his eyes. Horrible, horrible future awaits us all. He squeezes it a little tighter, like it's not working. In fact, this seems more intense than Sam's reading. He shifts in place a little bit, almost uncomfortably. I must apologize. This is difficult. Normally, I can do this naturally, but there's just a lot to process here. It's like you've had like a billion futures or something like that. Crazy. Look at Sam, and we exchange awkward glances. But before I can speak up, Laito pulls back. Well then, that was something else. We're all gonna die. Thanks for letting me read you, Dark. Wait, what? I asked him what he saw. Enjoy your stay at the castle. Please see Velasquez as soon as you can. Let's not hold up the line any longer. The guards beside him open up the gates. We pushed inside without any warning. I turn back, and they quickly lock us in. So much death. I'd like to save. I'm not sure if this is because it's like he sees the future and like, hey, the future is death no matter what, or if it's because I don't know, talk to a bird about quantum mechanics, and then I wonder if I could pull it up on Steam on my phone. That wouldn't be quite beneficially. And I could speedrun this game. I went on a speedrun this game in case somebody else wouldn't do it. I just won't actually read the things I didn't actually do. Let's see, catalog. I guess I could just go to the store page. Search. But I was right. Horrible, horrible things are going to happen. Where was I? Right. And we have chosen all the things. Let's see, it was a community hub, discussions, updates. Related news. Would discussions be? No. Maybe I can't find the thing here. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So comment, guys. I like them comments. Some you like, dislike, tips, tricks. Otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and share the videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay near your animals to help control le popolazione. And until next time, let's say, me, GamerWolfSix, a major minor. Should really see if I can find how to look at the guide to, you know, getting the true ending is. So thanks and see ya.